What does don't half-ass it mean to you?
Ah, did you know that Matthew McConaughey was supposed to be a lawyer? Like, that's what his parents wanted him to be, was a lawyer. Now, he probably would have been a good lawyer because he's a very smart dude. Instead, he goes and becomes one of the most iconic actors of all time. And do you know what probably the biggest reason that contributed to him actually making it is the way he went about it at the beginning. It wasn't anything else. It wasn't pure talent. It wasn't work ethic. It wasn't, I mean, don't get me wrong, all those things help. But it was the way he went about it from the very beginning.
If you're going to do it, do it. Say what you can do. Do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it. Find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would, that keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something and you just don't know whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want, finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me.
He went into the lawyer direction to begin with because that's what his parents wanted him to do. That because that's what they thought, a successful career would be. And they're not wrong. They weren't wrong. Like, lawyers make a lot of money. They're a great career. You can make a great life being a lawyer. There's nothing wrong with that. So when he got out of high school and then got into college to go be a lawyer, like right away he was like, oh, that is not what I want to do. He just knew that wasn't it. He had to quit in the first year because he knew that he was going to be wasting his time. But the thing about Matthew McConaughey when he was getting out is he knew that his dad was going to be pissed.
I was fully stabilizing in that moment. As I said, I called Tuesday night, 7:00. He'll have had a beer. He's already had dinner. Not Monday because that's the first day of the work week. He'll be a little more stressed. Catch him at Tuesday when I unload this that I don't want to go to law school. I want to go to film school. And I really thought he was going to go, you want to do what?
He knew that you come at your dad, be like, hey, Pops, I don't want to be a lawyer. I want to go be an actor. Any like father like who just out of nowhere hears that flip, you're gonna be like, dude, bro, what are you doing? You can't just come at me like, oh, you're supposed to be a lawyer 1 minute and then next minute you're gonna be an actor. What? Any kid making that transition would be terrified telling his parents. I would too. His dad was paying for college, so you can't just go and be like, oh, anyway, I'm changing majors. But this is actually what made the biggest difference for him. He actually calculated it. He's like, you know what? I gotta call my dad on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't call him on a Monday. Monday's a bad day. Week's just starting. I can't call this dude on a Monday. Terrible. See that right there? Matthew McConaughey is smart. So like, I gotta call him on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Week's already going, Call him around 7, 8 p.m. He's already had a couple drinks. He's feeling good. Genius. And he picks up the phone and it says, Dad, I'm going to be an actor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I want to be an actor.
I do know now, and I didn't know it then. I've realized it in the last 10 years. The way that I asked him is part of the reason he gave me that answer. I really wasn't asking him. I called him and said, Dad, what do you got, monkey man? Said, I don't want to go to law school anymore. I want to go to film school. I didn't go, I'm not sure about law school. I think I want to, I think I may want to go to, if I'd have stuttered into that, I think he would have, again, heard me half-assing.
Zero reservations, zero stutter in his voice, just dead serious. And his dad heard that. Like when you're so serious about something, when you want to do something so bad, you have to believe yourself first. Like, obviously, you have to be the one to be like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it no matter what anybody else says. It starts there, right? Once you cross that road, other people, doesn't matter who they are, parents, friends, whoever, anybody in your family, they're going to believe it because they see it and you're like, oh, this dude wants it. this dude wants it. And that's honestly like when you're going into something new, that right there is the biggest deal breaker sometimes when you're going and trying something new. You have to give it everything you have. Like you literally have this is how you go about it. You convince yourself. Not convince yourself, you gotta feel it. It's one of those things where you gotta feel it. There's no convincing yourself like, oh, I'm gonna do this. No. You know in your heart, you're like, it's what's happening. I don't know how, but that's what's happening. Then you burn all bridges down. No, when you say that, that's not always like, oh, I'm quit everything else, quit my job, and that's it. No, it's not always that easy because, we have families, we have responsibilities. You can't just quit and go trying to figure it out after that. No, that's not how the way it works. But you mentally burn all bridges down, meaning I'm doing this. I am going to do this. Period. I don't have a plan B. I don't want a plan B. That's it. This is what's happening. And the rest of it is just figuring it out. The rest of it is just figuring it out. Once you have that fire and that certainty that that's what you want to do, then you just go figure it out. Everybody who has ever started something never knows how they're gonna get there. They never know how something is going to happen. You just know that that's what's going to happen. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Honestly, I have struggled with this in the past because when I start something new, I always feel like I leave like 20%, uncertainty just in case something fails, and it usually does. Something fails, but then I don't blame myself that much because I didn't give it everything I had, right? Like, oh, I kind of half-assed it a little bit. I kind of gave it a little bit, something. Maybe if I would have given everything, it would have worked, but I know I didn't give everything, so that's why it didn't work. And that's an excuse, personally, to not feel the failure, which sucks. Because if you give everything you have and then you still fail, that's going to hurt much more because you already gave it everything you have and you failed. And then what?
But the limbo of not knowing, if you half-ass something, the limbo of going, I hedged my bet.
What could have happened?
You don't know.
But you know what? There is no plan B. When there is no plan B, it's never over till you quit. When there is no plan B, you just gotta go. Figure it out. Period. There's no what ifs, ands, and buts about it. You have to. That's why crazy people achieve things. That's why when people are crazy in their head about something, that's how they achieve things, because they're like, I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. I don't know what's happening, but it's happening. Seriously. The rest of us are so full of doubts. We're like, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, this is too much for me. Oh my God, I wasn't supposed to do this. This is not meant for me. There's so much in your head that's been put there from parents and society and in general that it's like it blocks. It's just noise, right? Once you clear all that out, once you just stop giving a fuck, just go. You just go. And look at him. Look at Matthew McConaughey now. Literally one of the most respected actors of all time. He didn't half-ass it. Went at it 100%. That is the difference when you start something. You got to give it 100%. Don't half-ass it. No plan Bs. Just go. Why are you still here? Go.
He heard my own conviction. And I think what he had in that moment was what I think every parent wants to hope to have with their kids, is that, we raise our kids to go in a structured form. Follow this and you can get most of what you want in life. And that can work. But what do we really want our kids to do? We want them to follow that and then bust out of it one day and not even ask our permission. And that's when we're going, that's my boy, that's my girl, that's my child.